Avast, mateys! Today the topic is about 5 best and 5 worst card designs in Un'Goro. So as we are hyped about the new expansion, let's talk about which are the cards that are really cool and some that are not so cool in Un'Goro. So, I'm not gonna talk about whether those cards are great to put in your constructed deck or you just don't want to run them there, but just I want to talk. What is the experience that we're getting from those cards? So, let's head on to 5 worst ones first. Number 5 is Arcane Knowledge. A really strong card, a really strong common. It's okay for constructed, you do want to run strong cards, right? In terms of arena, it's just something that mage didn't really need, and its stats are a bit too powerful for such an effect. If it was like a 2-2, it would probably be more, let's say, balanced. Next one is Primordial Glyph. Primordial Glyph, well, many people really dislike that card. I'm okay about it in terms of constructed play. I mean, Mage isn't dominating really everything. It is a really strong deck. But still, you can win with Control Warrior, with Priest, with some cool decks against them, and still, even if they have their Primordial Glyphs, you know, they will probably lose. Well, they might win because of them sometimes, but you know, they still have a chance thanks to it. In terms of arena, well, check out Creep's videos and see a more in-depth discussion about Primordial Glyph, because yeah, that's not something that you want to see when your opponent mage plays it. You just don't want to see that. Next one is Envenom Backpack. Not a fun card at all. Pretty much bad for constructed play. Pretty much dominating in arena. You won't have fun while playing it. You will just remove something with your weapon, achieve tons of tempo. You will also have another charge while still maintaining a huge swings of tempo. I mean build-ups of tempo. So really not a card that you will have fun with. I mean, seriously. I really dislike seeing it. And when they remove something and they continue building your board and they have tons of bursts, you know. Terrible for arena experience. One of the reasons why I see so much rogue in arena and stuff like that. So yeah, that's really a cool card. Number 2 is Pykrete Steed. Oh man. +2, +6, plus taunt to minion for only 6 mana? Oh my. I mean, you could compare it to Shadow Word Tentacles. On one hand, I do understand why Shadow Word Tentacles isn't much stronger, because buffs in Priest can be quite overpowered since they have their Divine Spirit, Inner Fire, and it could get easily out of control. Though Pykrete Steed is pretty much dominating the constructed and arena meta, and it can be quite a tough card to deal with. Pretty much in arena, Paladin is right now probably the best class there. And Pykrete Steed is one of the reasons. It gives us a pretty bad experience there. Oh well, and on number 1 we have... You might not expect to hear it, but I do think that the worst one is Earthen Scales. Earthen Scales that supports Druid, especially the Trade Druid, is... I mean, they gave them more tools to gain armor, 1 mana, more cycle for gadgets and auctioneer, insane amounts of armor, since they also get their ramp, and they also have the biggest card draw in the game. Well, not sure, maybe Rogue is there somewhere as well, Mage is fine, but the amount of card gain the druid is achieved is kind of astonishing, and Earth and Scale just synergizes too well with their other stuff and improves the Jade Druid. I mean, the you know, we have the Jade Idol from Mysteries of Gadgetzan, which is probably the worst card design in history of Hearthstone. I mean, I'm pretty sure about it. So it supports that archetype, and while it totally gives them a better chance against aggro, it also completely obliterates control and can work really well against mid-range, since the Jades are getting bigger and the amount of armor for 1 mana can get really out of hand, along with drawing cards with Auctioneer and stuff like that. I mean, those combinations are absolutely devastating for the opponent. So fueling that deck with some strong cards like that one is not something that you really want to see on the ladder. Because Jade Druid is, in my opinion, the worst gaming experience that you can get when you face an opponent who's playing it. And it pretty much forces you to play aggro. And in my opinion, playing aggro is something you want to choose, not something that you are forced to do. The special mentions go to Stonehill Defender, you know. It's a great card design, it's a strong card design, but it's just too strong in Paladin. Playing against 6 or more Tyrians per game isn't something that's fun, you know. You know, it kind of feels, I'm gonna use the term unnatural. So yeah. Also there's Pinky Flappy Bird, because many people really dislike it, but I do think that it's a fine card. It belongs in the Aggro Druid, and Aggro Druid is a strong deck. It's a cool strong aggro deck. It's not something that's tier 0 or something, it's just a cool, strong aggro deck that exists, so that's fine. Pinky belongs there. And also there's Pyrus, since, you know, it's a cool design, but it's just too strong in Arena. There hasn't been a card, if you look at Lightforge, that has a rating over 200, I think. And Pyrus has 300 and something rating. So, and you know, you will know if it... notice when you face a Pyrus whether you will win that game. Because as far as I remember, facing Pyrus in Arena, when you face it, you just know that you lost. Let's get on to a more positive part of the video. And let's talk about the best designs from Un'Goro. Un'Goro surely has some really interesting and really awesome designs in it. So let's get on to number 5, Tortolan Forager. Oh man, I really like that card, even though I'm not a huge fan of Druid, and even though that card doesn't see much constructed play, it is a card that really improves your Druid experience in it. And in Arena, of course. So, playing it in Arena, you kinda feel happy. Druid is not a really fun class to pick in Arena, and Tortolan Forager is one of the cards that will improve that experience for sure. Awesome card. Next one is Curious Glimmer. In Constructed, you pretty much will be tested how much knowledge you possess about the meta. So you will pick, if you are a skilled player, you will pretty much guess every time what the opponent has, and you will kind of feel good about it. I really like the design. It's new, it's fresh, and it's really interesting, and it's also really viable for laddering. Awesome card in my opinion. It's also awesome in Arena. You will not guess the right option often, but you know, fun experience. Next one is Calamus Primer, another fresh and new design that's also pretty cool, and it has a huge spectrum of choices that you can pick from it. So it's a really cool design, elementals can be quite cool, and yeah, awesome card in general. And awesome in arena, awesome in constructed. Pretty cool. Next one is Elise the Trailblazer, and Elise is the new Elise. It's kind of a faster version of the older one. So you don't shuffle another pack after you shuffle already one, like you shuffle the map into the deck. But it's a faster version, and it's kind of cool card, right? You can't predict really what you will get, but getting 5 cards gives you a lot of value. Cool decks play elites in it that are also viable, or not. It's a fun card, awesome design, good value from it. 5 mana, 5, pretty good stats. Awesome design in general. And the number 1 is Lyra the Sunshard. Oh boy, what a card. Whatever I say about it, it just has that awesome feeling. Starting from they revealed the card and everyone was talking how bad it is, and then your experience with it, when she comes with the awesome quotes, awesome sounds, everything is awesome about her. Awesome golden animation, of course. And she will give you a lot of value. So, really awesome card. I love her. It's a fun version of Gadgets and Auctioneer, right? You really like playing Lyra. And it feels like it's just the thing that Priest needed in this expansion. Priest got some really awesome cards in Angora. So yeah. Lyra is mentions go to Free from Ember. Well, not something that you will always play in Constructed, but some medievalists do have it. And in Arena, it's a strong card, pretty good for Priest there, fun to play. Cool card design, definitely. Servant of Calamus, discover more elementals. Some elementals are really fun. So yeah, every class has some different elementals that you would like to get, so pretty cool, right? And the Primordial Drake. It's not an insanely fun card or stuff like that, but it's some strong decks, some cool control decks need it. And they got it. So, you know, play it on turn 8. So you can play your other fun cards next to it, and that card will support stalling to get into more awesome cards that you put in your deck. So thank you all for watching. Let me know what are your opinions about the list. Is there a card that you would like to mention in that you would like to mention if it should make a room in the list? Whether is it the list of worst or best ones. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video, my Twitter, or my stream. Bye bye.